Well, plenty of sunshine out there today, and boy, feeling every bit of mid and rapidly heading into late August. Full sun, lack of cloudiness, upper level ridge, and that's put afternoon highs low to mid 90s. Storm chances, that's going to help temperatures back off a little bit tomorrow and into the late week. Warm, not overly hot. I mean, it's not going to be fall-like yet. Now that, believe it or not, may get an early taste of that late weekend, early next week. But overall, things look pretty good with your weather headlines here. Not so good on Viper radar up across northern Kentucky. That frontal boundary stretched out across the central part of the Ohio Valley. Storms have developed ahead of it, and it's really been coming down across Boone, Campbell, and Kenton County, especially Boone and Kenton County, running right up I-75 as you hit Cincinnati Metro. Looks like those storms will be confined to that area. I mean, look at visible satellite. Where you see the darker shading, that's where we don't have any cloud cover. And with the full sun and the ground drying out, it's easier, it's more efficient to heat things up. That's why we've really seen those temperatures spike. And look at all the storms out west. Expected to be a little bit of severe weather, and that's what they've had down along the river. We do have a low end level 1 here all the way up to the northern part of the metro area. I think it's more so for the late evening as some of these storms may hold their strength for a while. Checking out the Montgomery County Courthouse there in Mount Sterling, 91 feels like 95, so it is really hot everywhere. Jackson County, cloud-free skies, 90 there, feels like 95 at the Mesonet site. So you see, even out in the eastern Kentucky, a lot of locations into the low to mid 90s. Humidity levels, now they're not crazy high in most spots, low to mid 60s. That's actually fairly low, so it could be worse, but we're still in the upper 90s and low 100s. So early this evening, if you've got to be out, just kind of take it slow. The relief is on the way in the form of this frontal system, of course, that's really helping to fire off some bigger storms out west with all the heat and humidity there. And even a few are going to be possible during the early hours of Wednesday. So don't be surprised if you hear a rumble of thunder or two during the overnight. Low 70s to start, and then as the front sweeps on through, we'll see some picking up. Bit of a north wind, 5 to 10, and the scattered clouds and a few storms around. That'll hold us, I think, into the upper 80s. Notice the chances tomorrow, and then we do mainly dry it out for a couple of days before that game-changing front on Saturday. Front kind of loses its punch, although the trough helps to steer Erin out away from the eastern seaboard. 86 on Thursday, good for high school football. 89 on Friday, a little toasty for some of the early games. Here's the latest on Erin as of 5 o'clock. It's down to a 2, getting a little more reorganized, but the official track from the Hurricane Center has it going off to the north and holds it just below major hurricane status. The Outer Banks of North Carolina, tropical storm warnings. They're going to have some higher surf, a little bit of storm surge there out toward Cape Hatteras and then up toward the Delmarva Peninsula. And then it's out to sea. Of course, rip currents galore and high surf along the eastern seaboard. Our story will be the dip in humidity and the comfortable air on the way as we head toward the second half of the weekend. This front, low in storm chances Saturday. Just think of a big giant squeegee that gets rid of all the humidity. Notice the legend here. Anything in green, that's 60, 65 on the dew points. That's when it feels a little muggy. You get below that, down into the 50s. It's dry, it's pleasant, and that's where we're headed. Great morning lows and really comfortable afternoon highs early next week. Warm, muggy, isolated storms overnight, 72, 89 tomorrow, partly sunny. A few storms around from time to time, not a washout by any stretch. Extended forecast here heading toward the weekend. Again, looking good on Friday, albeit a little bit warm for the kickoff of high school football. Don't cancel any outdoor plans on Saturday, and then the comfortable air arrives. Check out early next week. How about comfortable morning lows in the 50s and afternoon highs right around 80.